right, thank you all for joining today in this podcast series discussing the upcoming Tech Summit for IBTTA, as well as some upcoming sessions on roadway safety and more. You have our host today, myself, Kaylee Jakovics with Mojo, as well as Alex Vicari, our CEO and founder. And our guest today, we have Martin Tyson, who's with Global Agility Solutions. We have Carley Brierre with Elizabeth River Crossings and Joel Finks with Oracle. So thank you all so much for joining us. We're excited to be chatting with you today.
Yeah.
That's happy to be here.
Thanks. So, the one question we've been kind of asking for everybody, and we have a ranking leader right now, and the question is, how long has everybody been a part of IBTTA? So, Martin, since you had gone before in a previous session, let's hear yours and then kind of go from there, because go around the room, see how long you've been a member.
So I probably should have double checked, since I've already had this question, and actually confirmed when I joined. I had plenty of time. So it was 2014 or 2015. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly which. I attended my first meeting in Portland, and it was such a great experience. Very welcoming. I found out everybody likes to stay at the bar really late, and I fit in there well, so I seem to fit in pretty well when I got here. But it's been great for connecting in the toll space, and great for business, for education, for just about everything if you're trying to be successful in tolling.
That's great. That's right. Carley, what about you? How long have you been in?
I think since 2021, when I started my role here at ERC. My first conference was in Anaheim, so that was their first one post-COVID, and I had never.
That was Alex's first.
That was my first one as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was great. It was definitely small. Now I've been going to 3 of them. It was smaller than the ones following that, but no, I loved my experience. I actually only really got to go because my company won an award that I submitted us for. So I think without that award, I don't think I would have been able to go. And then I got involved with YPC, and then I just keep going and going. So it's been great. It's been really great. The networking, like Martin said, and also it's such a niche industry that we work in, and it's incredible when you meet somebody. Like when I met Kaylee, I was like, I can't believe we both do marketing and comms for a toll road, because it's so hard to find anybody in local trade groups that are within, your craft and your trade. And then you're like, I work in tolling. They're like, what?
Yeah, I never would have thought that you joined in 2021, you said. Just the way you're involved in the committees and the way that you carry yourself too. I was like, wow, I really I need to get to know her, because she really knows her way around. So.
Oh, thanks. It's like to talk to people.
Yeah, and me both. So
it's funny. So in one of the podcasts we already recorded, Rachel Bell, she was at the Anaheim event for first timers, your first time meeting, and that's where I met her. And but yeah, that was kind of one of those things. It was my first event as well, Anaheim. That's pretty cool. We must have been wandering around lost at the same time. So.
I know. Yeah, that was a far one too. Yeah. Rachel's great. Rachel will always tell you about her first IBTTA conference. She ate her meals in the bathroom because she didn't know that we were so scared to talk to people. And now she runs so many things, and she's just such a great person to be on any committee with.
Absolutely.
Well, it's funny. I was going to save this for the end, but at the end of this question, but we are talking to her today. And so she is the ranking member so far. She's been a part of IBTTA for
24 years.
24 years.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Holy cow. It's like she doesn't even look like that's even possible.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, it was early in her career. I bet there's more. There's other Rachels probably, but not who have been so consistently super involved probably.
Right. Yeah.
What about you, Joel?
I'm with you guys. I was Anaheim. So
okay.
Wow.
Anaheim.
Power group right here.
It was good. So much fun.
Disneyland.
Baseball and football and networking, and it was good to get out of the house too and get somewhere warm. So being on the East Coast.
Yeah. With the Tech Summit coming up, is anyone on a panel? Are they moderating? Are they in sessions? Tell me. And actually, with committees as well, are there any things going on with the YPC or committees as well?
I'm just heckling.
Okay, that checks out.
Yeah.
It's par for the course.
Martin will be floating around. Yes, the YPC is having several events in Atlanta. So I'm the membership and communications chair for YPC. And we were just on a call this morning finalizing this. So we're having a session about electric vehicles. It's a panel discussion with Joy Dean, who is the CEO of she's the CEO of the Richmond Transit Authority here in Virginia, and she's also the second vice president of IBTTA right now. So we will have one YPC person on that panel with her, and then we have YPCs on, let's see how many sessions, like 7 sessions.
Wow.
So we're that's like such a huge deal for us because we've always had a goal of getting more YPCs, young professionals, either moderating or leading these sessions. And like, there's tons of us.
Sorry, go ahead.
We're doing like some tech talks. We're doing a session about AI, customer experiences and digital transformation. So it all varies, but they're all serving on panels with other people, or they're moderating. So it'll be great to see some young professionals taking part.
I'm so excited about that. I know IBTTA, they were working really hard with you all to kind of get that set up. So it's exciting to see, those young professionals in some of those roles on those panels, tech talks and so on. So.
And we are having a social, like always. We have the best socials. Our social is on Sunday night, May 5th at Max Loggers, like a wood fire grill and brewery in Atlanta. So, and then our session is that Saturday, May 4th. So I will be posting all this info on our website. So please go to ypcouncil.com to learn more about the young professional events at Tech.
Perfect. Thank
you. I
you.
have to say, there's another good event coming up too, right, Martin?
Yeah.
The after party. About that. The after party. That's right. But now
you're always eventful.
Yes.
Yeah. Dang Skippy. So good. What about you, Joel? So you're coming. Obviously, you're headed out there. What are you looking forward to attending the most? Have you had a chance to look at the whole itinerary yet?
I have a little bit. I try to get out there as early as I can on Saturday, but things always come up, so it's tough. But East Coast will be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Last, like Seattle, Anaheim, traveling all that far to get there makes it tough. But we're looking forward to getting out there on Saturday, and we try to attend the procurement session if at all possible, because it's always good to hear how they do everything. I made the first one in Anaheim, but it's always hard because it's at like 2 or 3 o'clock on a Saturday, which means I'd have to leave at like 8 o'clock on a Saturday.
Yeah, it's always typically that first session, if you will. So.
Yeah,
that's why you got to get in on Wednesday.
We pregame until Saturday.
Yeah, stay from Wednesday to Wednesday, and then you're good.
There you go. No, we're actually going in Friday. I think we're going in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Joel. I sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I just like to get out there, and I guess it's like Martin said, it's a big networking opportunity. They're long days too, because I try not to leave until the last one standing. And if I do leave, you have to like Indiana was hard because I had to hide from like Darby and a few people.
Yeah.
You have to like kind of sneak away.
There you go.
Yeah.
But it's always good to get to know everybody and hang out. And I think we have to start maybe an OPC, like an older professionals club too, because we're not allowed in this young one anymore. Yeah, I lose Marco too many blocks during the trip.
You know what? I'm going to say it's also young at heart. So if you want to join, you can totally join.
See,
and young in your career. Some people are just new to tolling.
Yes.
We focus on that.
So we're new to tolling. 2.5 years, 3 years is young.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're invited to our social.
There we go. So I told Kelly that. I said, I'm confused. I'm not young. I can't go to young professionals, anything. She's like, no, it's this. And I'm like, you guys don't advertise it like that. I just feel old, so I don't go. But
good. No.
No, I think it's great. Definitely would like to attend that.
Yeah. And okay, so Joel, you're looking forward to the procurement, and then I know Martin, you said you're interested in tech talks. So tell me, why do you like the tech talks? Why do you make it?
Well, so I think one of the things that that IBTTA has done with these conferences the last couple of years, I guess really since COVID, and I missed the Anaheim thing, so I don't feel like I'm part of the club here. So it's like the only one I missed like since I've been going. So, yeah, the format had kind of gotten stale, where it's the typical panel and everyone goes through their PowerPoint slides, and there's no interaction until the very end. And they've done a really good job of changing that up so every session is not that way. And the tech talks are cool because it's 15. It's a bunch of TED Talk style 15-minute ish presentations on something that's interesting. And it feels more rapid fire. It holds my ADD head attention much easier than sitting in a room for an hour and a half, all getting all fidgety without seeing. So those are neat, and the topics are usually new, or they're tech talks for a reason. So what's the newest technology, latest technology, and how people are trying to apply that into the toll space, which typically is slow adopting to new technology. So that's an area that I've always enjoyed. I also like the open discussion forums, where they're not a scripted format. They have some experts, and they have a moderator, and really it's unformatted. People from the audience are asked questions throughout. There's a lot of interaction in between and back and forth throughout the whole thing, which makes you feel more involved. And I think brings a lot of value to the session. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, no, I tend to like those.
Yeah, definitely more involved in the conversation, and just better than just seeing slides over and over again.
Yeah. Obviously, none of us have had that experience per se, but I think I definitely have found that of all the different conventions you go to, IBTTA throws a great event, and there's so many. I love the diversity of the different programs that you can go to. I mean, I really do enjoy it. Everything from the tours. I love those. Do you guys go to those? Do you attend any of the tours yourselves? Are you planning to this year?
I'm signed up this year.
Oh, sorry. Say it again.
Go ahead, Mark. I haven't been yet. I don't know what they are this year, because usually you're up too late, and usually start at like 8 or 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good morning to catch up and meet with people and have breakfast. And
yeah, it looks like the tour this year is CERTA's Northwest Corridor, reversible express lanes. So that seems like it would be interesting. And then there's also a community service project as well to support Atlanta neighbors in need. So those will be interesting. I know for me, joining those community service projects, as well as the tours, I always build really great relationships. I meet new people. So encourage people to do that.
And Martin, what did you say you were going to? Did you say you did attend? You are registered for it? Or?
So I'm registered for the tour.
Okay.
This will be my second tour to register for, but hopefully the first one I actually attend.
Oh, really? Wow.
I gave up my seat. I think it was in Indiana for somebody else who wanted to go. So
Sure.
Yeah, you missed it.
No, I've never signed up for the tour because I don't like signing up for something I might not attend or make or wait for. So I usually don't, and I have not signed up for this. But I have heard good things about the tours. I think the one in Seattle was cool, but I think did they sell out too? Like you have to like sign up early.
Yeah.
Because
I signed up yesterday.
I remember wanting to do the one in Seattle, but then I went to do it and it was sold out.
I signed up yesterday, so there's still time, but you can't get a hotel on Friday. So
yeah, that's true. That's tough.
You definitely get to register for the hotel early.
Yeah, we went to register like instantly for the hotel, and we still missed. We had to go next door to the hotel across.
I feel like that's happening more and more. So they're definitely getting.
If you didn't book, apparently if you tried to book on Friday, that's booked out, but Saturday through Tuesday.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Still.
All right.
Yeah. But no, I definitely for for Carley and Joel, I definitely say, you should really try to make the tour. I mean, I just started and just went to them, and not because I had any great insight or anything like that, but they've been fantastic for networking. I mean, you're sitting next to people and you're really getting some one-on-one time, and you get to kind of, the walls get to come down, you get to relax, you get to joke, you get to learn more about people and hang out, and you get to really see some cool tech. I mean,
I've learned a lot about bridges and tunnels and boring and all of that stuff. So
yeah, the Seattle one was very cool. I always talk about the Sun Track one in Florida because of the test track. I thought that was really cool. But there've been some good events, but those are the ones that definitely stand out.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty impressive, and I always get impressed by the level of effort they put into bringing a new bridge or a tollway or anything into the community. The level of effort is always inspiring. I think I mentioned that a little bit one of the last podcasts, but it is definitely inspiring. I'm like, wow, this is not just a small effort. It is significant. So it's good stuff. I'd recommend if you guys can attend it. So as we start to kind of wrap up here, Kaylee,
I was just going to shift too. So just kind of highlighting the road safety tracks that are happening at the Tech Summit this year. We have how the toll industry is moving the needle, talking about Project Edward, which is the Everyday Without a Road Death and Vision Zero initiatives. Are any of you familiar with that? Are you looking forward to this track, or any other road safety as well?
I think it'd be important to attend those kind of things. I mean, I live in Massachusetts and traffic is terrible. And I know this is a podcast, but I've seen deaths happen in the last few months on the highways.
I was just going to say, I'm personally looking forward to hearing on the panel. I know CTIO is going to be there, and they're really on the forefront of roadway safety and initiatives there. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. And I think, too, right now, IBTTA, they have the call for submit your product for the Safety Product Shark Tank. Which is kind of cool. So again, it's not going to just be a presentation. They're going to have this Shark Tank event where people submit products. So I'm also excited for that.
That sounds pretty cool. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah. I think that's it. Again, the other thing I think I love going to these different events is because you do hear the creativity and the innovation and the drive to hit a goal like that, to actually change the industry. And I think just, I've kind of shared this before, but I really feel strong about it. I mean, what we do, I was in a room the other day talking to my team, and, and we're sitting there with the client and we're just kind of talking, and like, we hit a frustrating point, not like amongst each other, but just trying to solve a problem, and we all said, well, I jokingly said, well, just think, there are going to be millions of drivers for decades that are so much better off for what we do, and I was being serious, but at the same time, it was kind of a little bit moment of levity to kind of lighten things up, and again, not between the people in the room, but just the difficulty of trying to figure out how to solve the problem. But I do think that kind of gets me excited about going to this, because you get to hear different ideas, and so many people can contribute some cool stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you guys there. So now we're going to have to definitely meet. Well, I'm going to the YPC event this time. I'm going. I'm going to show up.
We'll see.
And
you and Martin will all go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes,
yeah.
Please.
We'll go check that out, and we'll definitely have to get together during the upcoming event.
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah, thank you. And I guess, is there any advice to maybe new members?
Something I always share with people, especially young professionals when it's their first one, is to drink a lot of water, no matter what, and at least try to get some sleep, or go into the conference on a good few nights of sleep. And take your vitamins. It's so common to get sick after all these things because you're not sleeping or drinking enough water and you're talking to so many people. And follow up. Everyone talks about how great it is to meet people at these things. And then realistically, you're really only going to see them at the next conference. But if you follow up, then you can organize a time to just meet for 15 minutes for coffee or a glass of wine or something. And I think following up and closing that loop is just as important as making a good first impression on someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a great tip.
Hydrate.
Yeah.
I remember, one event both of us got really, really sick afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And it is very extensive and tiring, but of course, great event, but definitely hydrate.
Now I take those, what are those orange little tablets, like the vitamin C, but they...
Oh, airborne?
Yeah, like I keep that.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah, any hydration things are great. Yeah, especially when you're flying on planes and stuff too after.
Yeah.
There's plenty of healthy liquids all around the building.
Yeah.
You gotta eat and drink all the good stuff, and then just prepare yourself for some long nights and sleep when you get back. But naps are always good too. If you plan out your schedule, there's always time for naps.
Yeah,
so. Very true.
True. What about you?
I usually give the opposite advice as Carley. I'm like, hey, start drinking a couple weeks beforehand every day.
Yeah, your tolerance.
You have to prep the liver.
That's awesome. So, Martin, I have to ask you as we wrap this up, do you have a special suit or anything like that you're wearing this time around?
Oh, I got 3 new ones. They'll be loud and proud. And
yeah, buddy.
I guess I'll probably bring 3. I don't know if I have occasion to wear all 3, so we'll see what happens.
Wait, so do you like rent them, or do you buy them and keep them, or do you resell them? I need to know.
No, I buy them and keep them. I get them every time I go over to our Vietnam office. I go get some more, so I'm now up to 8 custom suits and 17 shirts.
Yes. And for those of you that don't know, Martin has an amazing brand and that he carries. We love it. He has these suits. I think are they paisley?
Yeah, it's like a black, red.
I mean, there's a whole mix.
And shoes. Okay. Yeah, but they're you won't miss
beautiful suit and flip flops.
Yes.
We need some photos when you guys publish this podcast. Like, you need a slideshow. Martin.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good. We'll drop some in there.
The Vietnam thing is a good tip because I have a lot of suits that they say made in Vietnam, but I'm buying them here, so they're probably a lot more cost effective. So that's nice.
I can give you direct line to my tailor, and you can order.
He's got a guy.
Yeah,
Martin's got a guy for everything.
It's a good call.
All right. Well, Joel, Martin, Carley, thank you so much for joining us today in this series, and we look forward to seeing you at the Tech Summit in May.
Yeah,
thanks for having us.
A couple months.
Thanks for getting us together.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Of course. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care, guys.
See you guys soon.
Bye, everybody.